All right, we are here for the comment section. Now, I just did a video about Drake walking down, coming out to the show with Morgan Wallen. Like I said, I don't know anything about him. I don't know nothing about him. But apparently he was accused of saying the N-word, and he was banned for a little bit, but then he came back and started making hits and people forgot about it. But I'm here for the comment section. Let's read what the people are saying in the chat about BBL Drizzy. Let's see what we got. in the comment section. We are here for the comments. All right. Walking out with the stage that used the N-word on record is wild to me. Is this the same Morgan Wallen y'all been line dancing to for the past 6 months? Wetter, mashup, but now selective outrage. I don't even know what Wetter is. I don't think I even heard it. Have I heard that song, Wetter? Let me see. Wetter. What is that? Let me know what. Wetter. Morgan line dance. What song is this? Doing what we used to. Twist the top of another right. Oh, that's him? Oh, that's him with that Twister song. Yo, I didn't even know that was him. Oh, okay. That is a good point, because I be seeing everybody doing a line dance to this. That is very interesting. See, I didn't know that was him. Hell, I got enough loose screws. I'm getting tired of her magic. Oh, yeah. So that does make sense. So all of a sudden people are mad at Drake, but y'all doing a line dance to it. That is a very good point. That is a valid point. And I see everybody doing a line dance to it. So I wonder if these people that are mad at Drake, are they still going to do the line dance to him? Just two white boys who love to say the N-word. Didn't Morgan say the N-word when he was allegedly drunk? Okay, got it, Kendrick Lamar. They not like us. My two faves. Now I don't feel bad singing those diss tracks at Kendrick Lamar concert. Y'all talking about Morgan as if y'all haven't been line dancing for the, yeah, somebody just said that. I didn't even know that was him. I don't know nothing about Morgan Wallen, and I didn't know that was him singing that song, and I didn't know his past. So y'all definitely making this man money dancing to Wetter Cowboy remix. So Molly can perform with Bey. Is that Beyonce? But Drake can't walk out with Morgan. Both white artists have disrespected the culture. That's funny. Makes sense. He has no embrace that side of fully before it's too late. Yep, not beating the colonizer. Accusations. And you know what's funny about this? This is one of the reasons why. And y'all know I love to bring up this clip, right? Walking outside with the artist that used the N-word on record as well. I think I already read all of this before. So it seems like there's some selective outrage, because that is a good point though. For all of y'all that's mad at Drake, y'all been dancing to his song for a while, because I see everybody dancing to it. But like I said, I didn't know that was him, and I didn't know about his past. Drake hitting the stage with the white premises. Yeah, that's track. All right. Two industry plants having a mid-off. What? Having a mid-off. I don't think y'all can't see it. All right. And this is not going to help Drake at all, right? Especially because, you know, he was crying about people not looking at him as a black artist. I told y'all he was going to go country. He's a gender hopper. Drake always acting not just on Degrassi. Drake trying to pander to a new community. I see. Kendrick didn't lie. Let me see what else we got here. Let's read some more. Just proving Kendrick's point. Kendrick was right and real. Drake revealing himself and don't realize it. This is what Kendrick mean when he was referring to they and they not like us. No, Drake, we don't want a country album from you. They both had the same allegations. Damn. He never beaten those colonizer allegations. One did blackface, the other went on a triad, a chili, Isa, okay. They not like us. He went and got his kind, and the President Trump, okay. Once a lame, always a lame. Oh, he definitely not like us. Champagne Poppy, we didn't forget Morgan said the N-word. But y'all be still dancing to his stuff though. So one thing that y'all know that I'm gonna play, and this confirms why Drake would never be. And Drake was crying about this, and y'all already know what I'm gonna play.
About to take care. What do we?
And y'all already know what I'm gonna play. But yet he was on here crying, saying that he feels some type of way that he would never be recognized as a black artist. Well, you definitely ain't gonna be recognized as a black artist. Look at what you do, Drake. This is what Drake said 5 years ago.
I don't think anybody says, wow, a black artist is the artist of the decade. I don't think anybody says that, really. I never heard anybody say that.
All right.
That energy trickle on down. But that line is just me speaking to the other side of things, which is like, yo, sometimes like, you know, some of like my blackest friends can be just as cruel on the other end.
And I've never heard a black person said my blackest friends. What does that even mean? My blackest friends? What does that even? That is so disrespectful. What does blackest friend even mean? Black people don't talk like this amongst each other. I have never in my life heard any of my friends say, well, you know, some of my blackest friends, you know, I have, you know, black friends. Like, what? What does that mean? So Drake, this is why you will never be known as a black artist, because black people don't talk like this. Obviously, you don't feel black if you're talking like this. Obviously, you don't feel black you doing things like this. But listen to this.
Some of like but that line is just me speaking to the other side of things, which is like, yo, sometimes like, you know, some of like my blackest friends can be just as cruel on the other end, you know, by making you feel excluded, or making you feel like you can't get in on this. and sometimes I do feel.
What? Like you can't get in on this. This interview right here says everything that you need to know about Kendrick. I mean, says everything you need to know about Drake. He has an identity crisis. He truly does have an identity crisis. He don't know what he is. He don't know who he is. He really don't. Really don't.
Feel like making cool on times like, you know, on down, you know, with the person that's currently in that position, and, you know, having that energy trickle on down. But that line is just me speaking to the other side of things, which is like, yo, sometimes like, you know, some of like my blackest friends can be just as cruel on the other end, you know, by making you feel excluded, or making you feel like you can't get in on this. and sometimes I do feel like if, you know, sometimes I don't feel celebrated when I know maybe somebody else would be celebrated for those accomplishments. You know, I don't feel like people say when Drake is the artist of the decade, I don't think anybody says, wow, a black artist is the artist of the decade. I don't think anybody says that, really. I never.
And you would never hear that, Drake. So you're going to be mad for a long time.
Heard anybody say that in the last few weeks. You know, and I associate I associate myself as a black man. So for me,
not by doing this. Not by doing this. And Drake looks so different now. What is it? He looks so... Is it the hair? What is it, the braids? I thought braids is supposed to make you look more black. And see, this is why, like, if you really pay attention to Drake, this is why he grows braids, because he wants to be identified as a black man. So he wants the imagery as a black man, right? That's why he growing braids, because he think this is what you do when you are black. you gotta have gang members around you. You gotta be a mob boss. You gotta be this and that. So this is his imagery of black people. So he wants to look and fit the part of a stereotypical black person. That's why, you know, all of a sudden now he talking about mob ties and all this stuff. Like, he really does have an identity crisis. He really does.
Yeah, it's sometimes it's something that I just acknowledge and I just keep it moving. But you know, like I said, I feel like if the situation was different, I feel like maybe some of the massive accomplishments and accolades that we've conquered on behalf of all of us, not just me. It's not like some, you know, it's for all of us, right? Just like how excited I am when anybody else in our space does something great, you know. Yeah, of course, there's a part of me that wishes that I was celebrated a little more. But I mean, who wants to listen to me cry about being celebrated?
Well, you would never get that celebration doing this. You will never get what you what he wants more out of life is to be a black man. He wants to be identified. He wants to be looked at as a black man. This is why he's doing what he's doing. This is why he conducts himself in the way that he is. He really does have an identity crisis, because I'm sure he got picked on. You know, having a Jewish, you know, living up in the household that he lived in. You know, growing up the way that he did, I'm sure he got teased and bullied a lot. And I think he's still suffering from that, which is unfortunate, you know what I mean? But, you know, it shows in how he conducts himself. It shows in what he does, you know. He don't know how to read the room. He really don't know how to read the room, and all of this stuff is not going to help him. This ain't going to help you. So, yeah, anyway, y'all leave a comment down below, man. It's your boy, Damn D. Yeah, see y'all in the next video, man. So this is why Drake would never be like us. And this is why Drake is not like us. Kendrick was right again.